Okay. Hey YouTube. Okay, so I figured I'd go ahead and do a video. Or start doing videos. And I thought now would be as good a time as any, only because I, right now, am currently, sorry, I had to move a little bit, in my red tent, which, if you don't know what that is, it's sort of like when you kind of go into a space that is for women, that is for you during your menstrual cycle, and it's based off of the book The Red Tent by, I want to say, Andrea Diamont, something like that. I haven't read the whole book. I've listened to some of it through audiobook, but it's excellent, and I plan on reading it in the future fully. But more intriguing about it was the idea of it, and there are women and organizations that are trying to get this together and trying to do them in their community for women and young women and older women too, not women in general. We're not just not just for a menstrual cycle, but for the communion, the communion of women, the sort of the idea of when we used to get information from our elders. So I think this is a really beautiful movement. However, I don't have the time or the resources to start one myself at this particular time. And I don't know if I will in the future, but I do like the idea of it, and I sort of developed this way of, I've noticed that noticing the cycles of the moon and how they coincide with my own personal cycle. And I've discovered that I don't bleed during the new moon, like you would in a traditional red tent, but in the waxing phase and very close to the full moon. And I don't know exactly what that means, but I do know I feel very powerful. I feel very introverted, and I feel very mystical. So I want to explore the blood mysteries, and I've noticed this more since I started working with, funny enough, selenite, which I have selenite here, and it's on the stand. Pick it up first. And this has been by my bedside. I got this recently, and I got this on Amazon, and it was only $9. Very inexpensive, quite tall, but and pretty big in size. To give you a reference, here is an iPhone. And this is an old iPhone. Keep in mind, number 3. I don't use it anymore, but pretty big. So it's bigger than an iPhone 3. But I got an LED stand, and it sits on there, and it changes color. And it sits on my goddess altar that I have, that I started recently when I sort of not discovered it for the first time. I've always known of it, but I never really felt the pull connection. So that's really what this is about. That pull, that connection to the moon, to your womanhood, and what it means for you. I'm an Aries. I've always been kind of, not tomboyish per se, but preferred the company of males. I don't know why exactly, or I think there was always that mystery of womanhood, and I think that's what kind of maybe kept me apart. Not that I wasn't close to my sisters and my mom, and the other women in my family, my grandparents, because I was very close with all of them. But as far as outside friends go, there's been a few that I've only been really close with, and even close with, not an everyday thing, you know. So there's that. And in case you haven't noticed, yes, I am pagan. I have a goddess altar, and I will show you more of that also in part 2, because I want to cut this off around about 8 minutes. But anyways, my name is Willow Whispers, and you can call me Willow for short. I won't say my real name on here yet. I might in the future, but not now. I've been a part of the YouTube community for a while, but I haven't actually posted anything. I haven't actually contributed much. I've done a few intro videos, but, you know, I never stuck to making the videos, mostly because I didn't think that I had the time, and, well, things are changing for me now, and, I'm finding ways to make the time, and the time is there. You just have to put forth the will to make that time work in your way, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm about the 3rd day into my cycle, and so everything's kind of slowing down, and then, you know, I'm sort of going to that new phase. Sorry, thought I heard a noise. Well, Merry Meet everybody, and I've watched so many of all of your videos. I'm subscribed to a lot of different videos to do with paganism, witchcraft, Wicca, and I don't label myself any one of those things, and I typically just go under the umbrella pagan term just because I don't believe in just one God. I'm kind of polytheistic, so that's sort of why I'm the way I am, and I've recently just kind of been getting into my goddess stage. Subscribe to me if you want to watch my videos. Hopefully I make more. But thank you all for watching this one, and I will be making a part 2, so I will see you soon. Merry Meet, Merry Part. Blessed be.